All right, so worksheet 4.2, number 10, a water balloon is thrown straight down. So straight down is telling me this is going to be a negative V sub 0 from the top of a 340-foot building. So this is my S sub 0 with an initial velocity of, well, there we go, negative 26 feet per second. So that means my position function when we're talking feet is negative 16t squared plus v sub naught t plus s sub naught. So plugging these numbers in here, this is going to be negative 26 and this is going to be 340. Now it says what's the balloon's velocity after 3 seconds? So we want to find v of t. So we need to know that s prime of 3 is equal to v of 3. So I have to do the formula over here to do v of t. So v of t is the derivative. So this is going to be negative 32t minus 26. So this is going to be negative 32 times 3 minus 26. So that's negative 96 minus 26. Let's see, that's going to be negative 122, I believe. Yeah, negative 122 feet per second. So that would be the velocity. So you say the velocity is negative 122 feet per second at t equals 3. And it says, what's the balloon's velocity after it has fallen 124 feet? So we need to know what the time is in order to get this when the balloon's fallen 124 feet. So fallen means it's gone down 124 feet. So that's going to tell me my S of t here in order to find t. So if it started at 340 and it's gone down 124 feet, that means the height is going to be 216 feet. So I'm going to plug 216 feet in for that S of t. And then I have to find the time at which that is going to be 0, or t is going to equal this. So I want to get this equal to 0. I tell you what, I'm going to add 16. I like having a starting quadratic of positive, so I'm adding 16t squared over to this side. I'm going to add 26t over to this side, and I'm going to subtract 340 over to this side, which I believe will be negative 124. 216 minus 340 should be that 124, that negative 124 equals 0. And it looks like to me 2 goes into all this. I'm going to divide everything by 2 to simplify my quadratic. And I do not know if that's going to factor or not. So I kind of don't want to spend the time trying to factor it. So what I can do is I can do t is going to equal and do quadratic formula. So it's going to be negative 13 plus or minus the square root of 13 squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. And that's going to be your times. Now, just so you know, the time of this thing falling is a parabola, basically. And he's starting up here at the top when he throws it down. So if you do the negative time here, a negative minus more negative is going to be a time in the past. That'll be a negative time. So we don't want that negative part. So the only part we need is this plus part. And then this is going to be the number of seconds that's going to be. So I guess I am going to find that. So I'm going to type that in my calculator. Maybe it's going to be a pretty number. I don't know. It's not. So it comes out to be 2.0875, so it would not factor. So this T rounds, actually, I'm gonna write the whole decimal, but it's still a rounding, 2.08752694. It keeps going. So I need to find the V of that 2.0875 ... So I'm going to plug that in back over here into this value here. And we'll do that on my calculator. So that is negative. I'm going to round this to 3 decimals. You can put more in there if you wish. Negative 92.801 feet per second. So that would be the velocity. So you'd write down after the balloon has fallen 124 feet, the balloon's velocity will be approximately negative 92.801 feet per second. You got anything else you want me to do?
No, I think I'm okay. The hardest thing I have doing is just like getting the problem started. So I think I'm all right.
All right. Well, have a
Thank
good
you.
weekend and stay out of trouble, do what's right, know what's popular, and I will see you on Tuesday.
Yes, sir. See you then.
Bye.